Hello everyone, it's me, Rostam from Actonic Products. We had a meeting today with our teams discussing the Atlassian news and announcements of the last few months, and especially the ones we heard during Teams 25 event in Barcelona. And we thought it would be valuable to share our point of view on all these things with the world. So today we just want to share that summary of the things with our comments, with our point of view, with what we are excited about. And that's why we will not talk about everything. For instance, we are not going to touch the strategy collection or the service management collection yet. Not because they are not important, they're super important, they're super cool, but we just wanted to show what was essential for us as the software developers, as product managers, what attracted our immediate attention. Okay, so yeah, enough of the introduction words. Let's roll in. The first thing which we actually really excited about are the acquisitions of the last few months. Atlassian acquired DX, they acquired developers of Arc and DIS software of browsers, the browser company, and they acquired CycleUp. So it's really cool because, DX is all about developers' experience. It's about how to measure and how to improve the developer experience, how developers are satisfied, to measure their performance, to avoid any blind spots, everything, etc., etc. Uh, it is already a really cool software if you will have a look into it yourself. It's super cool, but when it will be integrated into Jira, we expect that it will actually help us to become better and to develop faster, to be happier actually, to control our developer experience. Yeah. Next thing, the browser company, the company who developed Arc and Dia browsers. You may have a look into these browsers yourself. They're pretty cool because they're AI first things. They're really interesting. Dia is already available as well for Mac OS, so you could have a look at that. And everyone expects, and Mike Shannon-Brooks brought some hints into how these browsers will be integrated with Atlassian ecosystem, but we need to keep in mind that the acquisition is yet not approved by European Commission and by United States federal government. So we will have to wait for a detailed news only after the acquisition is approved and all the legal things are sorted out. But what we expect is that it will be a front door for Atlassian tools for all their applications because as Mike said, the browser is basically a place where you do your work nowadays. So if the browser will be connected with all the Atlassian platform, entire Atlassian platform, with all their tools, with Rovo, with everything, that will just supercharge the development. It should be really cool for us, especially. Yeah. And the last thing, of course, also very important for us as product developers, software developers, is Cycle. That's the tool allowing you to streamline a feedback from your users to your developers. And they have actually a number of beautiful products and product agents. You should have a look into that. But what's important here for us is that now we are using entire stack of technologies to collect the feedback. We use Jira Service Management, we use surveys inside our applications, we track a number of metrics, etc. A lot of various things. What we expect is that with Cycle, all this metrics collection, all these surveys, their analytics, and turning into actionable insights will be orchestrated from Jira Product Management, and we will able to link everything with our Forge applications to make sure that metrics collected, surveys shown, then streamlined to Jira Product Management, analyzed with AI, and turned into epics in Jira and into stories in Jira really fast. So yeah, that's really a free acquisitions we are really happy about, and we cannot wait for the results of what it will bring to us, how we will able to turn it into our satisfaction and into better products for our clients too. Right, let's move on. Next thing, it's from key founder keynotes from Atlassian. And that's also important for all the developers, I guess, is that Atlassian now introduced things called units. For everyone using Atlassian applications, you create first an organization, and then typically you was creating a directories for user sites, etc., etc. Now Atlassian introduced things called units so that you could keep certain business units, for instance, united under certain entity called unit, and inside this entity you will be able to define necessary sites, applications, have the special teamwork graph, etc. All the permissions and teamwork graphs are unique, so that is promising because it will allow the bigger enterprises to slide into Atlassian world, Atlassian ecosystem, really without any frictions, so that, for instance, I don't know, you will able to control the EMEA unit and Americas unit separately with some certain policies, etc., but still as a separate units. So we can't wait to see how many newbie customers will be attracted by this feature. And for us, it's also an opportunity and a sign that we could develop solutions for bigger companies. Right. The next thing, cloud, 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 of course. So as everyone knows, the data center applications or the data center platform of Atlassian will face its sunset eventually in March 2029, but already starting from March 2026, there will be no new data center subscriptions, marketplace for new customers. So it means that we are already locked with existing customers for the next few years. And well, people have already started to migrate to cloud. So the commercial cloud is available for many years already. It's really cool. It has everything you need. And recently, Atlassian have increased site sizes up to 250K users for Confluence so far. But anyway, so that the gigantic, enormous companies could actually work in Atlassian cloud nowadays. And it's really fast actually. So the government cloud with FedRAMP and everything is already available. But what's more important for us and for the rest of our clients who still use data center is that isolated cloud will be available from early 2026, meaning that customers who do really need to keep all their data, all their applications in certain limited perimeters will able to use the isolated cloud for that purposes from 2026. So ain't that beautiful? For us and for all our clients who are still locked in data center, it's a major improvement. So we will able to stop support for the old outdated data center applications we develop. We are able to introduce all the beautiful features we wanted to deliver to these customers as soon as they will migrate to isolated cloud. So we're really happy about that. Okay, that's the cloud thing. And now we're moving to even more exciting things to us. We ourselves call it like move of the Atlassian to platform as a service. So as you know, Atlassian Cloud works like this. So there is an enterprise-grade infrastructure, then a teamwork graph connecting all the data objects all together, and then the platform apps, including the things like Atlassian Home, of course, then the Jira, Confluence, everything, etc., etc. But what Atlassian introduced now is a capability to embed the applications everywhere. So we're not going to develop applications for Jira, application for Confluence, but we will going to develop applications for Atlassian platform, which will run in parallel with Jira and Confluence. And they're going to look like this. Of course, it's the preview and the things may change, etc., etc. But that's how it is going to look alike. So Jira, Confluence, Loom, and your application. Ain't that beautiful? There is already an early bird available for developers in as an early access program, a Confluence full page thing, which will allow you to install the application already directly to a platform. You can have a look here yourself later. It's really cool. Just to give like a view on how it was before and what will actually stop now, the old ways of working. So there was Cloud Infra, there was Jira, there was our app, something we developed for Jira, something we developed for Confluence. It will be no more. So new way is cloud infrastructure, Teamwork Graph, and our applications working with Teamwork Graph, and Jira and Confluence working with Teamwork Graph, working together, all together, not application on Jira, but application for entire ecosystem. That's really mind-blowing and it gives us limitless possibility. To support these possibilities, Atlassian also opens the teamwork graph. So it will be open to read write. So far it's already open to write. Soon we will be able to read from it and we will be able to have connections directly to the third-party applications like HubSpot, Microsoft Teams, etc., etc. Some of them are already there. And the most important thing is that Atlassian is opening marketplace for connectors. So we will able to connect the teamwork graph with whatever we want. And of course, the graph API, which is going to be exposed to Forge, that also what will improve our capabilities, what will allow us to deliver crazy solutions to our customers directly to what every customer need. Well, the next thing, which we're also excited about, is incentives. So as you know, like work with teamwork graph, with all these beautiful new things, um, it is supposed to go through Atlassian Forge and Atlassian Connect. The previous old framework is going to be outdated really soon. There are three phases of decommission, let's say, for well, not really decommission, but end of life for Atlassian Connect. So the phase one is where we are already, or it's let's say it's past already. So now only new Forge applications are accepted to Marketplace, but existing Connect applications are unaffected. Starting from March next year, we'll go to the phase two, where there will be no it will not be possible to update any application with Connect descriptors. So all the applications should use the Forge manifest and new private Connect app installs will be disallowed. So finally, somewhere by end of next year, the Connect will reach to its end of support. So it will work only at your own risk with no evaluation, some limited fixes, compatibility will not be guaranteed, etc., etc. Yeah, so and if you want to see the updates on that, of course, follow the changelog. So that's the news about the current state of things. So what does it mean? Atlassian really wants us to develop on the Forge, and that's what we want anyway. But they do some incentives for us. So currently, we're sharing 15% of our revenues as marketplace vendors with Atlassian. So soon that numbers will increase, but as you see for Connect, starting from July next year, it will be 25%, whereas for Forge it will be 17%. But what's more important is that with Atlassian Forge, until we reach 1 million of the Forge revenue, we will share nothing with Atlassian. So 100% of our earnings will immediately go to us as software developers. And that's really great incentive. Thank you so much, Atlassian. That's really cool and generous, for real. Okay, yeah, again, probably you are not really heard about that things, probably you are not aware about that, but it's really a serious incentive for an application developers and the Atlassian Forge platform. Right, let's move next. So about other important things related to development. So I already told that we're really excited with Teamwork Graph open up. So what's next? There will be also a thing called packages. It's native container registry for Bitbucket Cloud. You could find information, you could read it, but it's really cool. There is also a Forge Containers early access program will be available from 2026. Forge Realtime EAP is actually also a cool thing because it will allow us to subscribe and to publish events in different browser contexts. Ain't that cool? And of course, one of the most important things, Rovo Dev. I would strongly suggest to watch the keynotes from Teams 25 for that. Just, yeah, a short peek is here. So that's the AI agent which will allow you to, well, it's not, it will do itself. It will read the requirements of the task assigned for you, analyze the code, create the code implementation plan, generate the code, and of course, it will also do the code reviews. It's so beautiful. Not will do it, it is already doing it. It's already available. So we are going to try it as soon as possible. We're really excited about it. Right, so that's about the development. And the next big thing, which we are super excited and which we really want to work with, and we are already actually working. We have created a number of Rovo agents ourselves, but now it's getting really serious. So first of all, Rovo search will replace standard search in Jira and Confluence, and in time, especially considering the introduction of the Databricks query runner in Atlassian ecosystem, we suspect and we expect that with Rovo search, we will actually able to search the things not only in Jira, Atlassian, etc., or all these connectors, but in whatever things which will probably be connected to Databricks, or if the Databricks will be inside the Atlassian ecosystem itself, that we won't probably even need a JQL anymore at some point of time, only the natural human-like searches. We will see, but it's really cool. So of course, Rovo can now read files. You could add the screenshots to Rovo and ask it to create Jira tickets out of that or Confluence pages. You could add the photos, etc., whatever. It's really cool, huge step forward. We really appreciate that. But for us, one of the most important things was that Rovo can now work in Canvas mode. Again, you will able to see that in the keynotes, but it's just exciting. So just like you're doing in all these tools like ChatGPT, etc., but here it's connected to your context, knows how you behave, and as Mike Cannonbrook said, yeah, if you like emojis, it will put emojis here, and yeah, that's just impressive. And it can now do other many actions, send emails, etc. for the things called skills. So for every agent, you will able to define skills like get user details, search CRM, analyze team, search web, whatever. There will be soon, I guess, there will be thousands of them, and MCP servers, of course. So that will allow you to create AI agents who will have an impressive tool set and impressive skills to help you, for instance, contact your clients, create product requirements, do whatever, all with Rovo. And another exciting thing is that Rovo will be a separate application, an application for desktop, able to work like here, for instance, analyzing the Excel file and connecting to the teamwork graph with Rovo just to see, for instance, if this Excel have any relations to whatever you actually have in Jira, in Confluence, wherever in teamwork graph. So in this example, Atlassian was showing how to find duplicates in this Excel by gathering the data from the teamwork graph. But um, it's impressive. It's impressive. That's what's really cool. But it's not the end. So creating a Forge applications with Rovo. For us as developers, it's just a Klondike, something we would love to try ourselves as soon as possible and do with our clients, help our clients to develop their applications, do many things. So it's really simple in the nutshell. You explain Rovo what you want to do. It adds some clarifying questions, you answer. It prepares a first version of like requirements, what it will do, how it will look, add some icon. You click start building, and here's your application. So we suspect it will be a great tool to implement really simple applications or the applications which will enhance existing applications. For instance, if we have some application connected to Teamwork Graph, and Teamwork Graph can totally um, consume our application objects, etc. That's what Teamwork Graph will allow everyone to do, and customer themselves will able to add something on top, build some new dashboards on top, to build some workflows, whatever that will make the entire experience absolutely different. So customers don't need to wait for their features to be delivered in the backlog for years or something. If that's only one customer wanting something, they will just able to ask Rovo to build the things, and Rovo will do it using custom graph, using Teamwork Graph. So for us, it's the most exciting thing. We will able to build our complex, really valuable solutions for our customers, always knowing that customers themselves can build something on top to use the data from our applications with Teamwork Graph in the way they want. So yeah, that's really beautiful. That's something what is a game changer. Okay, that was it from our side for today. Thank you so much for listening, and sorry if it took quite some time. Yeah, bye bye.